Hello grapplers and welcome to a new Sangi video. Today we're gonna talk about the jump cancel SPD. This is something I haven't touched, but it is a tech that has been around for at least for a few months. Almost every Sangi player knows that this exists. So it's not like a tech you can do every time. It's mostly something you can do, you need to practice, but it doesn't cover all the options the opponent has on offense. First of all, a little bit of explanation. Zangief has pre-jump frames, as any character in the game. If you cancel those pre-jump frames, because those pre-jump frames are invincible to grabs, you can cancel those pre-jump frames into SPD. That's why the SPD is invincible to grabs. That's where the name comes from. Two things before I forget that I did not mention. The first thing is Zangief has 5 pre-jump frames. You can use all of them to cancel into SPD, although it is recommended that you do within the first and second frame of the pre-jump frames. And also, this is one of the only places where I'd say modern Zangief has the upper hand compared to regular Zangief, classic Zangief, because they can just hold up and then delay the quick action for SPD. The problem is it takes, again, a lot of practice to do this constantly. The way you do this is you go for the SPD, you wait for 1 or 2 frames, and then you press punch. So you have to delay the normal SPD. This is our regular SPD. And you do have to delay the punch in order to get the jump cancel SPD. And you know you get it when you have something like this. You're doing the proper SPD. As you can see here, there are 2 frames where there's no input and then punch. You do have to test this against a meaty situation in order to make sure you're doing the proper timing. So here I have Zangief, and he's going for the regular L stab into lariat combo dash, and he's +5, so he can meaty grab me. If I press a button, that's a counter hit. So here I'm gonna go for the jump cancel SPD, and you'll see that the SPD that normally loses in this situation, if I wake up with SPD, I lose. I'm gonna grab Zangief now. There we go. It takes a while to get the timing for this thing. There we go. Another 1 frame punch after the input. You can escape several situations. The jump cancel SPD is really good against an attack into a grab, which is fantastic. Meaty throws, also jump cancel SPD beats those. And that will be a punish counter SPD, so it's a lot of damage. You can use any version of SPD, by the way. The jump cancel SPD beats chimis. They can delay the strikes. It's not invincible to strikes, only grabs. You will also lose to the general situations that grabs lose to normally, like a jump, any kind of jump, and backdash. Throw loops are very common in Street Fighter 6, so it's very easy to be in the corner and, for example, a Ken player will grab you constantly. So let's say jump cancel SPD is too complex for you. What can you do if the opponent is meeting you with grabs? Now, the most usual or the most common solution is to backdash. Now, here there's a problem. If the opponent goes for a meaty grab, as Zangief is going for here, and you backdash, you're between 0 or minus. The less meaty the grab is, the most plus you are after the backdash. This is not meaty. And if I backdash, I'm plus. +2 in this case. So again, if the opponent goes for a super meaty grab, you're either 0 or minus. But if you backdash a regular throw that is not meaty or a delayed throw, you're usually plus, but not that plus. I think the maximum you are with Zangief is +3. Still, it's not the best situation to be in, to backdash and be 0 against the opponent, but at least you can use your crouching light kick and trade with a 4-framer if the opponent is going for those. And you create a little bit of space, and maybe there you can SPD, or you can just keep blocking. And you have to remember not only that you have to do it perfectly, you also have to do it under pressure from pokes, grabs, other moves. I wouldn't say near impossible, because you can train yourself to delay the freaking SPD. It is not easy. It is super difficult to do, and the payoff is significant. You do a lot of damage, which is very important in the corner. You escape the corner with a throw, high damage, almost 4,000. So if you use the OD SPD, you do even more damage, And Zangief is not the only one that can do this. Manon and Lily also have this option. I wish I could give you an easy way of doing this, but it's just practice. It's really that difficult. That's the famous jump cancel SPD. Great to have, but I would prefer the OD SPD to just have invincibility to grabs. Thank you as always for watching. Remember that I stream on twitch.tv/Kirupu. I hope you subscribe if you really like this content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.